Mirissa, a tranquil fishing port town in the south of Sri Lanka, is where the Indian Ocean monsoons converge, forming a unique marine ecosystem. From April to September each year, the upwelling of the southwest monsoon brings deep-sea nutrients to the surface, attracting the explosive growth of plankton, which in turn forms a marine buffet rarely seen in the world. Plankton light up the sea surface like countless stars, kicking off this grand life feast that spans thousands of miles. In 2019, the Sri Lankan government legislated to prohibit ships from approaching within 100 meters of whales, with violators facing hefty fines, ensuring that the interference of human activities with marine life is minimized. This protection from human beings makes every whale-watching journey full of respect for marine creatures. There are professional whale-watching fleets in the harbor of Mirissa, each equipped with high-precision sonar devices and experienced navigators. By analyzing features such as the morphology of the water spouts on the sea surface and the patterns of the tail fins, they track cetaceans' trajectories at a safe distance. The Sri Lankan government, in collaboration with international marine conservation organizations such as OCEARCH, has established the first tropical cetacean research center in Mirissa. More than 500 individual cetaceans have already been tracked and recorded. Every piece of observational data contributes to the protection of globally endangered species. Through aerial photography by drones, underwater microphone arrays, and genetic sampling, researchers have mapped out the migration routes of cetaceans and promoted the establishment of a network of marine protected areas. Local fishermen's cooperatives have also transformed into eco-tour guides, combining traditional navigation experience with modern environmental protection concepts to form a sustainable closed loop of protection scientific research tourism. The sea area of Mirissa is not only a migratory stopover for blue whales and sperm whales, but also a natural hunting ground for whale sharks and orcas. Blue whales are the largest animals in the history of the Earth, reaching up to 30 meters long and weighing more than 180 tons. They communicate with their companions hundreds of kilometers away via low-frequency sound waves 10 to 40 Hz. The sea area of Mirissa is an important replenishment station for blue whales migrating from the Antarctic to the equator, where they can be seen diving vertically to feed on schools of krill. Sperm whales, whose heads account for 1/3 of their body length, have the largest brain in the animal kingdom. They can hold their breath for 90 minutes and dive to 2,000 meters to hunt giant squids. The family dialects of sperm whales, recorded at the observation points in Mirissa, have provided crucial data for the study of cetacean social behaviors. By analyzing their unique whale language codes, scientists are attempting to decipher the survival wisdom of this species that has endured for 5 million years. During the nearly 5-hour whale-watching tour, I encountered the wonders of marine life several times. I saw groups of dolphins leaping out of the water in graceful arcs in front of the bow, and blue whales spewing water that pierced the sky. When the deep and low rumble vibrated the air, I heard the pulse of the deep sea beating. These moments convinced me that an eternal dialogue across species was unfolding amidst the blue waves of Mirissa. Our forefathers steered the seas, but today we choose to be the ocean's guardians. May this guardianship across species last forever, allowing future generations to still witness the most magnificent chapters of life. where the sky meets the sea. Grateful for Mother Earth's generous gift of this blue home, we know that it has never belonged solely to human beings, but is a miracle shared by all living beings. After drifting on the sea for nearly 5 hours, I was exhausted and starving. I found an Italian restaurant. The pizza and brownies there were so good. On the way to the airport, we happened to come across a rural couple selling coconuts by the roadside. The friendly couple opened a coconut for me, and the lady had a very gentle smile. I chatted with the driver about my experience in Sri Lanka. On the way, we were caught in a downpour, so heavy that we could not even see the road ahead, and we had to stop by the side of the road for a while. Fortunately, we finally arrived at the airport safely. I still had some time before the security check, so I had a cup of coffee made from coffee beans grown in Sri Lanka. Having a cup of flat white has become my way of saying goodbye to a city. Sri Lanka is really worth a visit. The natural environment here remains in its original ecological state. Human beings are integrated into it and coexist harmoniously with all things, feeling that they are only participants in nature, rather than dominant beings, towering over nature, or wanton invaders. Goodbye, Sri Lanka, a country with undisturbed nature and a spiritually affluent populace. I believe I will come back. Later on, I actually did come back. The 3 months I spent living in this country were an unforgettable period of freedom in my life. I returned to Thailand. At the Colombo airport, I bought a bottle of gin. Since I was backpacking, I had only one backpack and no suitcase to check the gin. Moreover, gin couldn't be taken on the plane. Therefore, I decided to take a train back to Phitsanulok. In my train journey, the seats can be turned into lie-flat beds. Train delays are the norm in Thailand, but there's no need to worry about oversleeping and missing the stop, as the train attendants will wake up the passengers when the train is about to arrive. It was already late at night when I reached my hotel in Phitsanulok. The backpacking trip in Sri Lanka came to a temporary end